Crank up the TV and get ready to bust a move because it's the funniest pets and people, music, and dance extravaganza. Featuring a beatboxing bow wow, a bird wings out, a bow-tied bopping baby, a fast fiddling Fido, an occurrence at Duck Creek Bridge. And a double threat makes triple time. On the funniest pets and people, music and dance extravaganza. It's the show that will have you sit, stay, laugh, and beg for more. Welcome to Funniest Pets and People. It's important to practice every single day, like these folks. You've heard the baby elephant walk, right? Well, let me introduce you to the golden retriever walk. Goodness gracious, great yowls of fire! Now we've got Gilbert on the keyboard and Carlos on strings. Man, if they could just find a chick that sings, they could hit the studio. And maybe a pigeon that drums? Now, we're not sure if he's a violinist who hula hoops or a hula hooper who violins, but either way, he is a natural-born entertainer. Sort of. So how does Jake time his music so perfectly? Well, he uses his tail as a metronome. It looks to me like he's doing 2/4 time. Good pacing. He could use a pitch pipe, however.
Chihuahua Jack Russell, burrito, and he would like to demonstrate the drums. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it.
Now, all dogs can scratch when they itch, but this hip-hop hound is scratching the turntable and making everybody else's legs thump to the beat. Degree of difficulty, 1,000. Degree of necessity, well, that's debatable. Okay, guess what Timmy wants to be when he grows up? An adult. Of course, then he would have to give up doing silly things like this, right? Or would he?
Jellybean! Hey, are you playing the drums?
Some people march to the beat of their own drummer.
Jellybean, are you playing the drums?
For everyone else, there is Jellybean here. He is happy to drum for you, so march away. Ladies and gentlemen, the Barking Tabernacle Choir. Thank you, Maestro. Some people just have a knack for being a one-hit wonder. His piano playing was marginal at best. It was his showmanship that made this golden oldie hit the top of the charts.
Bye-bye.
Nobody could follow the thriller. Betty's owner is wishing us a Merry Christmas. Betty is wishing she would stop wishing us a Merry Christmas. Wow, wishes really do come true.
Okay, good girl.
Ah, here we have very rare footage of Angela Bassett Hound's audition for What's Fur Got to Do with It. You know, the allure of fame can be more enticing than a juicy T-bone steak. Roscoe wanted to be famous so badly that he locked himself in the attic and he vowed not to come out until he had written a hit song. My, how the mighty have fallen, huh? Just a few years ago, when Husky's hit song was at the top of the charts, he was staying in the finest of hotel suites. Now he is singing the Man, There Are Too Many Animals in This Bed blues. But when Man, There Are Too Many Animals in This Bed becomes a huge hit, well, Husky will be right back to eating caviar out of a silver dish. You know, there are some high-pitched frequencies that only dogs can hear. Unfortunately for all of us, Jimmy isn't hitting any of those right now. Jimmy is hitting the notes we all can hear. You'll do 4 clips to the right and then 3 clips to the left. Come on, everybody, dance! Barbara and Steve opted for this dance over the hokey pokey because they thought the hokey pokey was, you know, too embarrassing. Well, who's embarrassed now? Who says breakdancing is a thing of the past? This dog is bringing it back by kicking it old school.
Here's the remote. Here we're chillin'. Bust the rap. No more illin'. Spin. Chill. The other way. Home girl. Spin it the other way.
The only dance this doggy can't do is the running man because, you know, he's a dog. Slim here is doing a little Texas two-step, which is no small feat when you're used to dancing on 4 paws. The easiest way to be described as a dancer who is light on their feet is to be made out of feathers and flap your wings, right? Dance rule number 43. When he says he is going to spin you left, be sure and ask, your left or my left? Can you spot the real party animal in this scene? Yep, that was an easy one. Clearly, it is the dude who is third in line. That was almost too easy. The downside to dancing with a wrestler? Well, he thinks dancing is 2 out of 3 falls. They say you should work like you don't need the money, love like you've never been hurt, and dance like no one's watching. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let your freak feather fly. So who would get to play Kris Kringle and hand out the presents this year? Well, clearly they both wanted to, but would it be Jimmy or Roxy? Looks like they're gonna settle this once and for all with a good old-fashioned dance-off. Hey, well, you know, maybe they could alternate. With his wife out of town on a business trip, Roger gets to do all the things she hates. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dolores would have put a stop to this almost immediately. And who could blame her? The most fun ever for girls and boys is when they are treated to musical toys. It's really cute the first 100 times, okay? Still adorable the next 100. And I'll give you that it's even mildly amusing for the next 500 times. But it's like December 26th. Take out the batteries and put it away. Now. Forget the movie version. This is the real Doggy Beethoven.
Come on, play it nice, play it nice. You're a good boy, keep playing. Let's go.
I need to go out. Yes, you too can learn to play the drums like a duck in the new video, Busking for Breadcrumbs. Available wherever finer videos are sold. You know, it's always the same with these goofy things. They're so cute in the store that you just gotta have one, and then you get it home. And you want to hit it with a hammer.
Hold it there. Play. Hold it straight. You got it?
That sound you're hearing is Stradivarius rolling over in his grave.
You want to sing too?
Or, you know, it could be the sound of him tapping his foot to the music. The only thing keeping me from making the band is not knowing how to play an instrument. And were it not for that, I'd be awesome.
He got them losing all his feathers, exposed to all the weathers, trying to avoid the orange sauce blues. Oh, yeah.
Roscoe liked to use the piano to find his vocal range. He was somewhere between an A flat and a D, really, really, really flat. The best thing about writing really short songs is that you don't mind playing them twice. Less really is more. Ah, the yodel. Somewhere between singing and howling. And it sounds like Jerry hit the sweet spot right in the middle. Look, it's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Pup from Company Flea. Dilly was perched there just in case Carla made any mistakes. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, there's a clinker.
I've told you 100 times. The note is an A flat, not a B sharp. Try it again.
There's an old saying in show business, if you can't be good, at least be loud. Luckily for Timmy, he happens to be both. He's got the beat, she's got the beat, I've got the beat. You got the beat? Hey, we got the beat. This bird's got two moves. There's the down under and the frozen swoop. And the ladies eat it up with a spoon.
Let's sing. Sing for Daddy.
These guys told Mom there's no rush getting the radio fixed. They just sing and entertain everybody themselves, which made Mom realize there was a huge rush to get the radio fixed. Miracle is the world's only feline piano teacher. If you hit a wrong note, she gently raps you across the knuckles with her tail. It doesn't hurt, but it gets the point across. I'm watching you. Regina has really got some serious dance moves going on, and her baby sister wants to be just like her. But baby sister already has one move that Regina doesn't even do. It's called the look out! Anyone can sound good when their voices run through a synthesizer and technologically enhanced. The true measure of an artist is when they can sing a cappella. Inky has left the building. Barbara loves rock bands like Quiet Riot. This is not what they mean when they use the phrase headbanger. Could someone please get Barbara a baby aspirin or a helmet? Do you know a funny pet or person? Are you a funny pet or person? Well, tape your pet or yourself doing something funny and send it to Funniest Pets and People, P.O. Box 7898, Burbank, California, 91505-9998. Make sure no animals or people are harmed in the making of your video, and please include your phone number. If we use it on the show, we'll send you $100 on a Funniest Pets and People t-shirt. Now, you've heard the expression, I've got the music in me, right? Well, little Stevie here has it in him in spades. And if it doesn't come out this way, he just might explode. Come on, you guys, we can't have an exploding Stevie now, can we? See you next time. On Funniest Pets and People, a couple of pushy pooches. A Jack Russell who can hustle. Some scuba diving skiers. A doggy who doesn't want liver. And a happy cat finds the glass half full. So drag everyone over, because we've got a really big shoe. It's the show that will have you sing, stay, laugh, and beg for more. Welcome to Funniest Pets and People.
Drop and give me 20 laughs.
It's athletes.
Oh, you get it.
I guess you could say the dog's attempt to dump his doggy bowl in the kiddie pool to make gravy kind of backfired wildly. And for that matter, now that he's tried it, he totally cannot understand why his owners think it's so much fun to bowl. Barney and Noodles were determined to practice as long as they needed to become the world's best dog bowling team. The only thing stopping them? Well, they don't allow dogs at the alley without a leash. Well, that, and they're used to a giant beach ball. And, of course, there is no such thing as a doggy bowling team. But other than that, man, they are on their way. Oh, did we mention they don't have the money to rent 8 shoes? This dog's talent is amazing. Well, not at sinking balls, at figuring out the cat's hiding places. You know, it's actually not a bad technique using your mouth to sink shots. But don't try it with bikers in the pool hall. Learn that one the hard way. It's amazing how the right kind of music motivates you to sweat it up and work it out. Oh, I'm sorry, I kicked out the plug. Oh, I did it again, sorry, my bad. Wow, look at this guy move that ball down the court, will you? Oh yeah, once Frankie can actually sink the ball in the basket, he's gonna have endorsements out the wazoo. Of course, they are gonna need to invent a 3-foot wide hoop first.
Come on, Tippy. Come on, Tippy, you look great in this sweater. Come on, all the dogs are wearing sweaters in the neighborhood.
Come on, Tippy. Tippy, it's a sweater. It's cold outside, Tippy. Put the sweater on, Tippy. Tippy, put the sweater on! Tippy! Tippy! Oh. You know, the Petersons should have been suspicious the moment the discount travel agency promised sledding and scuba diving at one resort. These next jokes are so easy, they're child's play. You could think Bradley is practicing sticking his tongue out because he's rude. But actually, his problem is he's slow. And he figures if he can't win races by being fastest, he'll win them by being longest. Oh yeah, he can hear it now. It's Bradley by a tongue!
Oh, that's gross!
Now this clip proves it. Love is blind.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it.
And it can't taste.
Wait, one more time. One more time.
And for that matter, it doesn't mind passing on a cold. Ever since she first tried it, Jill's been head over heels for skiing. Actually, she falls down all the time, and so she figured this way, no matter how she landed, she'd keep skiing. And while it is a good idea for the slopes, you try getting a wool hat that fits over that thing. Now, this may seem like a little girl just fooling around, but actually, Terry has a very important reason to apply that makeup. Her brother's always hogging the Batman cape, so she's stuck dressing up as the Joker. It was a cute idea to try role reversal day, and Bowser was doing an excellent job playing the owner, taking young Sarah for a walk. Of course, Sarah was doing a pretty darn good job playing the dog, too, which would explain the candlestick she buried in the yard and why she chased the cat up a tree. I just hope she doesn't take to drinking water out of the toilet. Lucy and Ricky were playmates, best friends, nothing more than that. But boy, once they started dancing, well, that's kind of when they fell for each other. They say the time you spend with your children is priceless. But actually, when you add in the cost for a new boombox, it's about $200 an hour. You're probably confused about why this dog is complaining. Well, dogs can hear sounds beyond the human range, and this pooch hears an out-of-tune, ear-splitting accordion that... How's that? They can hear it too?
Keep going.
Oh, well, then you do know why he's complaining. You're gonna need to dry those eyes from laughing. It's waterworks. Don't try this unless you're a highly skilled and trained professional. I don't mean as a skier, I mean as a lifeguard. You see, actually, these skiers are competing to see who can reach the finish line first. Luckily, the finish line is on the bottom of the lake. Wait, one skier gets all the way across. That's amazing. And now let's go to our next competition, bobsledding into a vat of ranch dressing. Motocross biking can be a muddy, messy affair. But these smart guys worked out a route to take care of that. Fortunately, from here, they take a quick spin through the towel store and then, boom, right into the talcum powder factory.
Still thirsty. Still thirsty. Still thirsty.
This is why you always make sure that bag of pretzels is sealed and put away.
Still thirsty. I'm still thirsty. I'm still thirsty. I'm still thirsty.
Wally is definitely the best behaved animal on the farm. He not only makes sure he's eaten every last bit of his feed, he also washes his own dishes. And for all you female geese out there, he's single, ladies. Talk about seeing the glass half full, huh? We don't want to go on and on about what a cheery gal Renita is, but when the pipe burst in the living room, rather than call over a plumber, she called over her friends for a pool party. And on the upside, she now has a sunken living room.
Here goes the opera.
This bird and I have made a deal. I don't laugh at him now, and tomorrow morning when I'm singing show tunes in the shower, he won't laugh at me. But actually, listen to him. I'm not sure if Simon is hearing this, but American Idol hopefuls, you better watch your back. Hey, it's Funniest Pets and People Unleashed. The cat reaching in with his paw and drinking milk from that glass is truly an amazing trick that makes people laugh. And the goldfish nervous. But seriously, when we see a kitty lapping his milk from one of the drinking glasses like these, we think only two words: gut straw. The only explanation for this clip is that the dog is dreaming he's allowed on the couch. He's comfy, all right. Watch carefully. You've heard of sleepwalking? This little guy is sleep sliding away. This clip makes a whole lot more sense when you realize that this young lady represents the country of Spazylvania.
What? You gonna go for a walk? No, you gonna eat? Let's go for a walk. There's a cat. There's a cat. No, that's not a cat. How about, no, I think I'd rather eat. You wanna go for a walk? Make up your mind, because I don't know. What? But let's eat.
You see a cat nibbling on its tail. The cat sees a really, really, really big mouse. This week on Arachnid Idol. After weeks of gut-wrenching elimination rounds, little Joey Bug McPherson from Decatur, Illinois, has hung in there and gotten to the Final Four. Now he's up against a feisty mite from Long Beach, a sassy scorpion from Flagstaff, and a truly tough tick from Brooklyn, New York. Will he have what it takes to be an arachnid idol? Call or text your vote for Joey in the next 2 hours to 1-800-555-JOEY. Or text 34-JOEY. Wow, Ned's doing great. He's got some real speed going there. Although it was on his way back that he regretted his courageous decision to finally take off those training wheels. Yes, those are strange sounds, but what do you expect from a kid? Actually, the boy's grandparents think he makes them because Mommy feeds him Ferber's mashed peas and goat feed. Now, we're no experts on hair care, but there's just got to be an easier way to straighten out your curls. Not to mention the fact that with him chewing like that, you're going to wind up with some serious split ends. Don't laugh with your mouth open. It's, where are your manners? Everybody loves a celebration, except the neighbors downstairs. He's got a big tongue and many hours till his owners get home, but we still think Buster is going to get caught for ripping open the flour bag. On the upside, the owners will be able to figure out who the culprit is without having to dust for paw prints. But you know something? Buster actually could get away with this if he could finish by scarfing down the video camera. Okay, Diego was addicted to eating nuts, so his friends hid the nuts from him inside this can. And now, Diego's addicted to opening cans. But don't worry, because next week he's starting on the patch, which actually might work because his friends can use it to tape close the can. Bobo and Taters whined and barked and scratched at the door until finally their owner psyched them out. He opened it for them. They were out for 8 seconds when they realized the dog treats were kept on the inside. Fortunately, Bobo's been in front of the TV so long, he picked up a trick or two from MacGyver. Pro dirt biker Trevor Hansen is so determined to reach his goal that getting his bike stuck will not make him quit, nor will water churning through his carburetor, or even his bike sputtering out and flopping over in the mud. Nope, nothing will stop Trevor from quitting dirt biking and enrolling in dental school. We're on a roll. It's bathroom humor. Sure, the Andersons were trying to save some money, but the thing you gotta remember when you hire a doggy plumber is they drink on the job. And the worst part? Well, he's a boy dog, so when he's done, he leaves the lid up. The raccoon and the puppy were in the bathroom tussling over her favorite scarf hanging to dry. But it did raise a few questions. Who wore her scarf in the snow without her permission? How did her puppy get out of his pen? And how did the raccoons get in the house? You know, it's really amazing how similar raccoons are to humans. Not only can they learn to use the toilet, but they also try to swing the door closed for a little privacy, thank you. Now, the truth is he's stuck. He can't quite reach the door, but he doesn't want to give up his seat. Why? Well, because he saw the earlier clip and he knows if he gets down, the dog is going to take his place. Do you know a funny pet or person? Are you a funny pet or person? Well, tape your pet or yourself doing something funny and send it to Funniest Pets and People, P.O. Box 7898, Burbank, California, 91505-9998. Make sure no animals or people are harmed in the making of your video. And please include your phone number. If we use it on the show, we'll send you $100 on a Funniest Pets and People t-shirt. Hey guys, here's how you know you've been sleeping too long. When birds make the mistake of thinking you are a statue. On Funniest Pets and People. A mechanical mooch. A squirrel dines al fresco. The kid gets his spider on. A dog gets his licks in. The zebra scratches just where it itches. And a woman gets the deep freeze. It's the show that will have you sit, stay, laugh, and beg for more. Welcome to Funniest Pets and People. Don't worry, batteries are included. New from Pupco, it's Clean Plate Puppy. Do you worry that your dog is not getting all the nutrition he needs by not finishing his dinner? Well, worry no more with Clean Plate Puppy. Yes, just throw a couple of batteries in this mechanical wonder and watch your dog lick his plate clean. Nothing makes a dog hungrier than the threat of another dog getting his chow. So pick up Clean Plate Puppy and rest assured that your real dog will be the newest member of the Clean Plate Club. Clean Plate Puppy. Get yours today. Mickey combines the invigorating, stress-reducing Rolfing of deep tissue massage with the chakra-aligning, nerve-balancing Zen art of acupuncture with his nails. And to totally relax you, he also throws in a little purring at no extra charge. Now, Brownie here is old school. See, he doesn't care that new dog is from the future. He doesn't know anything about aluminum alloy or hyperspace or any of that. All he knows is that in this house, there can only be one alpha male, and that's Brownie. And that little metallic doggy thinks he can walk in and own the place just because he's from the future. He has another thing coming. I don't care what you do, or how many ringers you bring in. There was no way Blinky was going to lose this staring contest. From a couple of guys who have seen The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe comes a direct-to-DVD masterpiece, The Dog, the Duck, and the Turtle. You'll wonder why it didn't get a larger release when you see The Dog, the Duck, and the Turtle. We're here at Dilly Willy's Hollywood Theater, where we substituted the regular cement celebrities are accustomed to leaving their footprints in with the new Tiny Tucker's Quick Drying Cement. Let's see if they notice. Well, look, with Tiny Tucker's Quick Drying Cement, these budding young starlets barely get the very expensive pumps in place before the super adhesive polymers in Tiny Tucker's Quick Drying Cement go to work, making them stick like taffy. So, when you need cement that dries quickly, please remember to get Tiny Tucker's, the first name in quick drying cement. Well, you'd think at some point I would stop seeking my parents' approval, but until that day, hey, Mom and Dad, look what I can do. Shadow here has great escape abilities. He can get the window open, but he always has trouble with the screen. Well, not anymore, apparently. Let's see that from a different angle. Nope, no matter how you look at it, that screen is toast.
Guys, you guys do the game plan. Ready for the baby? You ready for the babysitter? Ready for the baby, Lola? Go! Get the ball. Good girl.
With the baby due any moment, it was time to train the dogs to be nannies.
Thank you. Good job. Nice.
Now all she needs to do is train them to change babies' diapers, and they're good to go. Rule number 1 of parenting: keep the candy out of the children's reach. Well, it's more of a guideline than a rule anyway.
So good, good.
Ronnie's got down, but she still is having a little problem with up. Watch it again and you'll see. Sammy is trying the latest nutritional craze called the upside-down diet. You see, the theory is that by eating upside down, the food can never make its way to your midsection. Now, Sammy is looking rather svelte, but the upside-down diet does wreak havoc with your beverage consumption. Mom's number 1 rule was no playing ball in the house. But all things being equal, playing cars in the house is even more inappropriate and dangerous. Welcome to the annual Horrible Landing Competition. We have a winner! Trick or treat, here's good eats. These clips will make your life complete. Being a member of the elite force of doggy spies isn't easy. After reading the secret whereabouts of the cat's hideout, he had to eat the note so it would not fall into enemy hands. This is the part of the job one never gets used to. Baron had to do it every year. He didn't want to hurt her feelings, so he pretended to love the birthday cookie she'd made for him. Now, they may have been filled with love, but boy, were they tough to choke down. What Baron really wants for his birthday is something to wash him down with. Got milk? You do? Well, give some to Baron for goodness sake. Now, she wasn't the greatest hostess in the world. She keeps promising him cookies, but all she gives him are finger sandwiches. Manny turned up his nose at dry food and pushes a paw at the canned food. Which proves it isn't all about texture and taste. For Manny, food has to be aesthetically pleasing as well. Yep, nothing completes a dining experience better than eating off a blue t-shirt. Jasper wasn't quite sure just what was in that bowl, but anyone can see that whatever it was tail-waggingly good. And Jasper the Blue Jay agreed he just didn't have a tail to wag. While the box didn't taste like oatmeal, it was certainly apparent that it was indeed stout. It is physically impossible for a dog to think something is finger-licking good, right? But this is pretty darn close. Maybe even better. Throw it into reverse. Time for Funniest Pets and People Rewind. Crackers said winning the lottery was not going to change him one bit. Well, we all knew that couldn't be true. Crackers never used to feather his nest with currency. It's true what they say, money changes everything. Her ad said she wouldn't do windows, but it did say she wasn't afraid to really get in there and clean. And that is what I call really getting in there. After seeing this clip, I bet all the kids at the elementary school are going to stop calling them the monkey bars and start calling them the hamster bars. I sense a new trend in the naming of playground equipment. Now, when you hit a golf ball, you are supposed to yell, "4!" When you hit a bucket of golf balls, you should yell,
17!
Freundleben! No racket, no net, no court, no line judge, no scoring. I tell you, seagull tennis is a whole lot less complicated than human tennis. Floyd is old school. He may live in one of those fancy prefab birdhouses that come mass-produced from the birdhouse factory, but he still insists on building an old-fashioned nest on the inside. Progress is cool and all, but there is something to be said for tradition. Now, Jack here is a fetch purist. Yeah, he'll play fetch all day long, but it has to be with a stick of his choosing, and Jack likes them fresh and from way up high. Let any old mutt fetch the sticks already on the ground. Jack will choose what he chases, thank you very much. The worst part of a road trip is there just isn't enough room in the back seat to chase your tail. So Bartholomew here is chasing the car's tail, also known as the rear windshield wiper. Well, he's either doing that or it's another rousing game of license plate bingo.
Welcome to Wild Willie's Wheelbarrow Roundup. Please remember to keep your arms, legs, head, shoulders, knees, feet, and whole body inside at all times. See, that is exactly what I'm talking about, people.
It's nice to see Martha using her natural ability and talents to their full potential. Because frankly, when she was growing up, her piano teacher always thought she was dogging it. Smooth moves. Hey, that kind of rhymes. You know, if you take out the V and add a PH, okay, it really doesn't rhyme at all. Do you think he's white with black stripes or black with white stripes? Doesn't really matter, because either way, he is itchy all over. The worst part about getting towels that match the carpet is that the dog can't tell them apart. I tell you, that rug really does pull the whole room together. Not content with mere sleds, Orville and Wilbur have invented a new device to completely wipe out on. You clock in, you make with the funny, you clock out. All in a day's work. Ever since he won that special auction on E-Bone, he had been impatiently sorting through the mail. There it is, an autographed team photo of the 1936 Georgia Bulldogs. You gotta love the internet. They're always trying to show their owners that they don't need a babysitter. Sure, they can walk themselves, but they seem to be forgetting that neither of them can use a can opener. Maybe a sitter isn't such a bad idea after all, huh? When Inkster heard the family was vacationing on the Canary Islands, he knew he needed to stow away and stow away fast. Imagine an island literally teeming with canaries. It was every cat's greatest fantasy. Suki tried to tell Inkster that the Canary Islands were just an archipelago of 7 volcanic islands under Spanish rule. But Inkster was way too busy figuring how many canaries he was going to chase. Everyone thought Margaret was crazy to plant her tomatoes on the cat's fur. But think about it. No bird in their right mind will go after a tomato crop this year. Yep, the crop is on a living, breathing scarecrow.
Mamma mia, no more sauce from a jar. This year we're gonna have tomatoes.
Do you know a funny pet or person? Are you a funny pet or person? Well, tape your pet or yourself doing something funny and send it to Funniest Pets and People, P.O. Box 7898, Burbank, California, 91505-9998. Make sure no animals or people are harmed in the making of your video, and please include your phone number. If we use it on the show, we'll send you $100 on a Funniest Pets and People t-shirt. Lulubelle here is really, really thirsty. Oh, she has her own water bowl, but she likes a bowl she can stick her entire head into. Plus, this one refills. See you next time on Funniest Pets and People. A hog-loving hound. A crabby conductor. A cat does some laps. A man takes his dog for a drag. And an inboard becomes an outboard. So slide on over and snuggle up. It's the show that will have you sit, stay, laugh, and beg for more. Welcome to Funniest Pets and People. Get ready to laugh, because it's good times. Finally, the answer to the age-old dog question. How do you stick your head out of the car window when there is no window or no car? This is so cool. It totally makes up for occasionally swallowing a bug. Of course, now he'll have to get a biker tattoo. Born to drool. He's heard the camera puts on 10 pounds. But to create a whole other dog? Our question is, if he's this riled up now, how freaked is he gonna be when he sees this tape and watches himself watching himself on TV? Fortunately, he got scared thinking about it when they filmed this the first time and ran away. You're looking at a super smart schnauzer who's figured out how to get to a dog park whenever he wants. Hey, we said he was smart. Actually, he's just an average blue-collar schnauzer who takes his job as a slide inspector very seriously. Look at how much fun he's having on that thing, will you? Just imagine, if you could build one long enough, you'd have no problem getting him to the vet. Wow, talk about a neat freak. This cat wants to get steam cleaned. Truth is, he's just congested and wants to clear up those sinuses so he can smell if someone opens a can of tuna within 6 blocks. Now, this dog may look lazy, but actually he's a highly trained nap hound hot on the trail of a hiding chihuahua. The nice part about this breed is not only can they locate missing animals, but your floors get cleaned in the process.
Drag the dog over your feet spread out like that. Drag the dog over.
Yes, they're cheap, and yes, they don't gossip about you once you leave. But unless you want toes that smell like bacon and dog spit, remember, ladies, never hire a dog to give you a pedicure. Look at how ashamed this dog is, hiding himself inside a pillowcase. Is it because he A, smashed his owner's perfume bottle, B, stole a roast chicken from the kitchen and ate it in the living room, or C, he dragged a rotting log in from the yard? If you had smell-o-vision, you'd know the correct answer is all of the above. You want to laugh to catch you by surprise? Then look what I can do. Are you or someone you know suffering from frogophobia? One glimpse of a frog and he's waddling for his life. Yes, frogophobia is a paralyzing fear, but now there's help. Frogzac. Watch your frog fears slip away like water off a duck's back. Ask your doctor if Frogzac is right for you. These ducks have a dream, to take home the gold for synchronized swimming at this year's Summer Games. Or maybe next year. Or the year after that. Well, you know, someday. When this goldfish got taken home from the pet store, he thought he was sitting pretty. Now he realizes he's a sitting duck. But the good news is the cat's so vain, he freaked when the goldfish said he looked fat, and so for the time being, well, the cat's dieting. In the meantime, the goldfish's plan is to eat so much he won't fit outside the bowl. Political groups shouldn't take rafting trips together, because this is what happens when you have too many people in the boat leaning to the left or the right. But if you insist on going rafting anyway, you want to make sure you have 3 things. A waterproof backpack, B, a GPS finder, and C, at least one person who knows something about rafting. When things didn't work out on the ski slope, Brian went back to his childhood love, sledding. Only to discover that even at sledding, he was all washed up.
Next on Animal Entertainment Tonight. The hidden kisses of a certain hippo couple brought to the surface. Our roving camera caught these two submerged sweethearts off the sunny coast of Cabo. But the word is out, and apparently soon, there'll be a ring. When they can find one big enough. Let's work those smile muscles, people. It's athletes. Mrs. Turner spent all winter in the kitchen teaching her dogs how to play baseball. And her family all said the same thing. We're starving! But seriously, let's watch as Martin, batting leadoff, steps up to the plate. Here comes the windup and... swing and a miss! Okay, Martin digs in. Here's the pitch and... bam! Ground rule double for Martin. Batting next, Rufus. Here comes the windup. Hello! Elvis has left the building. Another home run for Rufus. By the way, in kitchen baseball, a home run is any ball that lands past the waffle iron. Rufus takes a victory lap around the bases. He's touching them all. You earned it, buddy. Yes, he's definitely the league MVP. That would be most valuable, Pooch. Forget balls, sticks, or frisbees. This dog goes ape for agua. And the owner loves it because he gets to have fun, water the lawn, and give the dog a bath at the same time. But it goes on and on so long, it practically makes him dizzy. No, not the dog, the owner, when he gets the water bill.
Gotcha. Almost. Gotcha now. Okay, whoop. Well, okay. Okay, I gotcha. Hey, gotcha.
Note to all dog owners watching this. If you're going to toss a ball for your dog to fetch, don't make it a ball that's 3 times the size of his head.
Almost gotcha. Gotcha. Next time I got... But don't gotcha.
You know, animal or person, if you cheat at the gym, you're only cheating yourself. Actually, mice love to be scared, and he figures this is the closest he's ever going to get to a roller coaster. Now, if you want to see someone really get scared, wait till he gets tired of that wheel, jumps out of the cage, and lands on Grandma's lap. Talk about a determined Pooch. Rocky's owner promised him a long walk, and even climbing up a tree won't get him out of it. But Rocky figures might as well hang around. You never know when a squirrel will climb by. Ed likes his car this way. It may not have much trunk space, but parking in tight spots is a breeze. And the best part is, he gets half off on car insurance. Hey, it's Funniest Pets and People Unleashed. The worst thing about teasing this dog for her big ears is that she hears everything you're saying. Actually, we were calling her a funny name, and she caught us, but we covered really quickly, and long story short, well, she now thinks her nickname is Gumbo.
Mama.
This mini Mozart has had only one lesson so far, but he's very disciplined about practicing. In fact, he's his own worst critic. At least he can cry in a perfect key of C. This woman has found a very strange way to tease her hair. Actually, the bird sees this as a pretty nice place to nest, which she'll do as soon as she can find her mate, whom she knows is in there somewhere. So how does this mare understand it's a good idea to brush after meals? Well, you've heard of horse sense, right? Okay, that was cheesy. But then so are the horse's teeth. Check out this funny clip from the company's ski trip. No, not the guy getting blasted. The look on Rob from accounting's face when the helmet comes off and he realizes he's sprayed his boss. Hope he has plenty of gas, because it looks like he's going to be riding home on that thing. Now, exactly how bad is your soccer team doing when they have to add a new player this fast? Seriously, this is just a super fan who wants to know what it's like to be a real football player. And his plan works perfectly, because instantly he gets tackled. Shh! Don't talk too loud or you could... Oh, were we kidding? An earthquake couldn't wake up this guy. Okay, JoJo is ready for his close-up. Whoa. Whoever said let sleeping dogs lie didn't have to clean the drool off the sofa. But seriously, drooling for this dog is so natural, he can do it in his sleep. When they saw this woman brushing her cat's teeth, 6 out of 7 dentists said, "That's weird." And as it turns out, so did 1 out of 2 cats. And now it's time for college prep questions. If a woman weighing 160 pounds climbs up a slide with a 40-degree slope, how fast will she fall backwards? A, 10 miles per hour, B, 20 miles per hour, or C, why is a grown-up lady hogging the kiddie slide anyway? If you're asking why is this dog licking the screen with his tongue, we've got a simple 3-word answer. Carpal paw syndrome. It may also explain why there's a backlog of bones to be buried in the yard. Everybody ready to laugh? Okay then, everybody dance! Riley thinks he's great at conducting, though the truth is, well, he stinks. But with a claw that big, no one's gonna say anything. The good news is, when the band travels, he can carry the tuba. And later this season, they'll be performing his favorite ballet, the Nutcracker. Wow, that is one loosey-goosey cat, being very patient with the little girl. Actually, the reason he's so easygoing, he's still taking a nap from this afternoon. But the little girl is pretty patient too, because when it comes to dancing, cats have 2 left feet. This clip shows how fast you can go from slow dancing to break dancing to no dancing. These new mechanical pets are the greatest. The only problem is, there's no off button. And this dog gets 94 twirls to the gallon. Marco is trying to make a new friend. But he just can't seem to get on her good side. Or any side, for that matter. Well, he's not giving up that easily. This time, he'll try a kiss. And suddenly, she's willing to sit with him, which proves a kiss ain't just a kiss. If you've got Marco's magic lips. Don't use your mouth to frown when you can smile. Billy felt a little weird about letting Kitty do this, but then again, no one had softer, cleaner fur than the cat. So this cleaning method must have something to it, right? The only problem with this approach? Well, afterward, the boy feels like crawling on top of the TV and taking an 8-hour nap. Oh, look at how hard this little fella's trying to get at those nuts inside the spinning teacup. Oh, you laugh, but this is the latest Beverly Hills fad diet. Only they charge $100 an hour for it and call it a spinning class. But seriously, if he's persistent and just doesn't give up, he's gonna get peanuts. Did we say peanuts? No, we meant dizzy. Mr. Snyder figured out a great way to save money. He trained his dogs to shred up the monthly bills. Yeah, we're all thinking the same thing. How can I get my dog to do it? But just don't train him to eat your electricity bill, because we want you to keep watching the show. A funny pet or person? Are you a funny pet or person? Well, tape your pet or yourself doing something funny and send it to Funniest Pets and People, P.O. Box 7898, Burbank, California, 91505-9998. Make sure no animals or people are harmed in the making of your video, and please include your phone number. If we use it on the show, we'll send you $100 on a Funniest Pets and People t-shirt. Mrs. Phillips decided all the pets were going to have to stop laying around like lazy bums and actually help clean up around the house. And as soon as she found out where that darn cat was hiding, she'd start with him. Actually, the cat got out of helping by convincing her this was the latest hat style from Paris, and he would keep her fashionable looking all day for free. See you next time on Funniest Pets and People. A hilarious hopped-up hamper. A lizard regrets picking up a hitchhiker. Heard of skimming stones? We're skimming skiers. A dog who shakes on command. We have proof. Out there. And a head-banging baby. It's the show that will have you sing, stay, laugh, and beg for more. Welcome to Funniest Pets and People. You don't have to go outside to have fun, unless your indoor fun breaks something. Then you really should take it outside. Ever since Miyagi saw that special on feng shui, he has become obsessive about object location. He moved his bed to the north side of the house and placed his water bowl to the east. But where to put the plant? Well, he'll know as soon as he really gets into his vibe. This could take a while. Don't get did Pickles wrong. He loved being a doggy, but he couldn't help but wonder what it would be like to be a turtle. You see, he admired how turtles travel with their house on their back. They were sort of like nature's Winnebagos, if you will, or even if you won't. So every time Mom got caught up on the laundry, Pickles would use the basket to play turtle. Playing turtle with the laundry basket is the ultimate indoor fun. That is a fast turtle. The Robinsons were tired of Brutus always getting up on the furniture, so they hired themselves a furniture bouncer. Mr. Mittens makes sure that Brutus stays off the furniture. Frankly, the Robinsons were at their wits' end. Mr. Mittens guarantees results in as little as 2 weeks. So, if you're having a hard time keeping your dog off the sofa, why don't you call Mr. Mittens Furniture Bouncer, defending your furniture with all 9 of his lives. He's in the phone book. The All-Bird Reptile Rodeo is in town, and there is nothing more exciting. Although lizard riding requires a great deal of skill, there is a luck element involved as well. You see, not only is the rider scored, but so is the lizard, and the bird here has drawn Godzilla. Now, Godzilla used to be one of the roughest rides on the circuit, but he's a little long in the scale. The bird scored a 10, but Godzilla could only muster a 2.3. Ah, well, the bird will fare better in the snake wrangling competition, huh? It's not that Bowser is fooled. He just can't stand shadow puppets, and his throat can't formulate the proper shape to get boo out. He can't even hiss, so he must demonstrate his displeasure thusly. Oddly enough, of all the arts, shadow puppetry is the only one he reacts so negatively to, and unfortunately is the only one at which his owner excels. If you put the dog dish next to the mirror, your dog will think he's getting twice as much food. But he also thinks he has to share it. Go ahead and leave the leash hanging on the hook in the closet, because this here is Funniest Pets and People Unleashed.
This one's from Mommy. Boy. This one's from Uncle Troy. This one's from the dog catcher.
It's not that Rudy hates the dog catcher. It's just that the dog catcher is a lousy cook.
This one's from the dog catcher.
Precious and Pinky have a pretty good deal worked out. Pinky rolls around in grain rather than mud, and Precious gives him a bath. So this here is a win-win. Now, just why would you hand feed a lion with a bottle? I mean, let's face it, he's a lion. You do whatever he says, right? That's the way it is with the Royals. They get their way. The only way Duke is getting a taste is because, well, he's a Duke and the King is benevolent. Thank goodness. As the temperatures rise, so does the degree of difficulty. The only thing more difficult than snow skiing is melting snow skiing. I'll tell you something, these guys will continue to ski as long as there is one itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny, microscopic, minuscule molecule of ice left on this mountain. Really, someone should tell them about water skiing. I mean, they're practically doing that right now anyway. Man, some people just will not accept the fact that summer is right around the corner. They are skiing in denial. And if it warms up another 10 degrees, they will actually be skiing in the Nile. Wanted, dock workers. Must be able to lift heavy loads and excel at the limbo. Remember that story we all had to read in high school that a day would come sometime in the future when all our dogs would be replaced with robot dogs that looked and acted just like the real thing? Well, it was just a story, right? I mean, that could never happen, right? I mean, is it real? No! Open your eyes, people. The robot dogs are already here and they're living amongst us.
That's a poor puppy. No more mommy back now, puppy.
What are you doing?
From now on, you'll need an ID to drink at this milk bar. Not to prove your age, to prove your species. No doubt about it, that is the blue ribbon winner. Well, suddenly some doubt crept in. They say a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's, and Lulu and Rufus here intend to keep it that way. They are making sure that neither one of them has any food stuck between their teeth. Those mouths are so clean you could eat out of them. Well, you come on, you know. One potato, two potato, three potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Icka backa, soda cracker, icka backa, boo. Icka backa, soda cracker, out goes Y-O-U. Wow, this could take a while. This kitty really is the 1 potato, 2 potato champ. Now, everybody loves to pick out toys, but nobody likes to pick up toys. Well, here are some toys you won't have to pick up. The object of fetch is to return the ball to your master, but this one feels a little too good to give up. Oh, baby. Ranger can feel the stress and tension of the day leaving his aching neck and shoulders with each vibrating pulsation. Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, right there. Oh, vibrating ball, take me away. If you've ever tried on your old clothes from 5 years ago, you'll know exactly how Jasper here feels. When he was a kitten, he used to sleep in the tissue box, and now he can barely get his head in there. I guess Thomas Wolfe was right. I can't go home again. It figures. Aliens finally come down from space, and the most aloof species on the planet discovers them. This is a close encounter of the finicky kind. A dog would have called the president by now. Ugh, the frustration of being a baby. All the time in the world to play, but arms too short to reach everything. I guess this toy box just became a boy box. If you really want to be the best and you are tough enough to work for it, you need to hire that tough and demanding dart coach, Billy Double-In, Double-Out Whiskers. Whiskers has trained them all, but his style is not for the thin skin. You see, if you throw anything other than a bullseye, he rips your dart right out of the board. At least you know where you stand with Billy Double-In, Double-Out Whiskers. When he purrs, you know he means it. Waking up, putting on a robe, turning on the microphone, reading this. Yep, it's all in a day's work. Billy the Goat promised Harry the Horse that he would give him a ride just as long as Harry the Horse would give him a ride first. Guess who's gonna welsh on this deal? While most domestic dogs balk at doing windows, that is all Bosco wants to do. Then again, if you had a tongue like that, maybe you wouldn't mind doing windows either. Mama always said, play to your strengths. Beanie dreams of being a beautician and is practicing by grooming Big Ed. Unfortunately, when you groom Big Ed, you often end up with a full beard. Oh, it isn't awful, Beanie. It makes you look distinguished. Very professorial. Sasha refuses to use paper towels because they streak and he finds it impossible to hold a squeegee, so he has to go all paw. Oh, look at that shine. Anything easy is considered child's play, like setting the clock on your VCR. So if yours is blinking 12 right now, maybe you should get a child to set it for you. They say united we stand, divided we fall, but sometimes even the united need to watch their step. Some people just tip well when they have a wonderful dining experience, but the Jacobsons have an entire routine. Everyone told them to wait, but Mom and Dad were convinced that little Amy was ready. So this morning, they let her skip the baby food and poured her a healthy bowl of fruity sugar flakes. Let her have two, as a matter of fact. She should calm down right about Easter. Mom was a little worried about Dad taking Billy to the playground unsupervised, but she figured if he could handle an expensive and delicate instrument like a camera, well, he could certainly handle Billy. Edna bragged that her tables were so clean you could eat right off them. And her son took her at her word. Truth be told, this is how Edna got her tables so clean. You see, what she did is she would pour soup on them and let little Johnny slurp it up. No need to dust when little Johnny's around. Dynamite! These are good times. Now, this would be disturbing were it not for the fact that this man's job is stomping meat into dog food at the local dog foodery. So you see, it sort of does make sense in a disgusting sort of way.
Everybody should have
Daisy is a clean freak. So much so that she demanded to be left in the car so she could inspect the car being washed. The only problem is no one can hear her barking that they missed a spot. I'll tell you what, though, if Daisy has anything to do with this, they are going to be sending this car through a second time. Boomer is helping his master train for the big bass fishing tournament in Templeton next weekend. And Boomer won't get any of the prize money, but his name will go on the trophy, and that is just fine with Boomer. Boy, that new kibble was so bad that Bandit swore he would rather eat sawdust. He wasn't bluffing. the amazing Stoney is about to perform his world-famous Now You See Him, Come Out of the Drawer illusion. Now, if only he could get the kids to put their cups back in the kitchen, that would be an amazing trick. The Baileys were a little nervous about hiring a bird to build a sunroom out on the deck, but this cockatoo came with great references and was by far the lowest bidder. So they gave him the job. Not only did he come in on time, but he is a stickler for detail. He's gone over every rafter, every joint, and tightened every nut. You know, if they put in a pool, they're definitely going to let this bird do it as well. It may be great for camping trips, but Alvin just can't get comfortable on this thing. It feels all slippery and polyester-y. Alvin would rather take a good old-fashioned wool blanket any day of the week. Heck, he'd even go cotton. But this one, no, it's just too plastic. After losing the big soccer match for a hands violation, Coach McGinty told Sven he wasn't allowed to use his hands for the rest of the month. For any reason. For anything. See, Coach McGinty figured once Sven adapted to never using his hands, he may not cost the team the big game next year. Coach McGinty is tough, but fair. Nice job, Sven. Every parent hopes their children will become self-sufficient. I know I am. I can call my mommy without any help at all. Old Blue doesn't mind the yard. He just doesn't like the gate always being closed. Horse has to have options in life. Old Blue is making sure of it. Charlie bought one of those magic crates at a used magic shop. It was a good deal, too. But it didn't come with directions. Who needs directions, Charlie thought. The magician at the carnival made it look so easy. Oh, poor Charlie. He doesn't realize there is a secret panel in the back of the crate. Now, he may not be a great magician, but good old Charlie isn't afraid to commit. Ta-da! Room temperature water sitting in the bowl seemed perfect for Whitaker until that cold front blew in last winter. Froze his water bowl solid. And ever since, Whitaker has preferred his H2O F-R-O-Z-E-N. Even if he has to get it himself. Do you know a funny pet or person? Are you a funny pet or person? Well, tape your pet or yourself doing something funny and send it to Funniest Pets and People, P.O. Box 7898, Burbank, California, 91505-9998. Make sure no animals or people are harmed in the making of your video. And please include your phone number. If we use it on the show, we'll send you $100 on a Funniest Pets and People t-shirt. Polly was fascinated. When she heard Jimmy had to cancel the big rock concert because he had a frog in his throat, well, she wanted to see it. It isn't that she doubted Jimmy, but she knew that all musicians tended to exaggerate from time to time. It was the artist's way, you see. So, sure enough, no frog, just a tadpole. Oh, Jimmy. See you next time on Funniest Pets and People. A pool hustlin' pooch. A feline fluff and fold. A hair-raising stunt. And a water ride that goes bump. So slide on over and get comfy. show that will have you sick. Stay, laugh, and beg for more. Welcome to Funniest Pets and People. Put your game smile on. It's playtime.
Hey, you guys are on the trampoline. That's my favorite thing to do. Let me go play with you. Oh, wow. Oh, this is great. Isn't this fun? Wow. Oh, I love this thing. Okay. Oh, I love the trampoline. Yes, I do. Okay, I think I'm about done. I'm not so crazy about this trampoline. Okay, stop bouncing. I'm gonna go throw up.
Okay, you see a pooch catching balls, right? Now, the dog sees his shot at taking the Eastern Division Billiards Championship. Now, actually, he has a very clever strategy. See, enough dog spit and his opponent's cue will spin right off the balls. And when the guy looks for the blue chalk, well, let's just say those aren't grape juice stains on that doggy's mouth, okay? Now, if you're wondering why repairs take so long in your neighborhood, check to see if the winning bidder was the Two-Horse Construction Company. It might also explain why the new strip mall has a hitching post. But the good news, hey, come on, free salt licks with any purchase. Yum. This clip of horses playing a game would be more exciting, but they keep picking truth instead of dare. Actually, the secrets they're sharing may explain how the tabloids learned a certain super macho celebrity rides side saddle. But if you ask them if they squealed, they'll just deny it. Watch as the two dogs really fight it out over who's gonna wind up getting that Halloween pumpkin. It's silly when you realize by the time this is over, it'll be Christmas. Actually, the big dog is dominating the pumpkin, and it's strange when you think it's the little dog who has to let go. Oh, wait. The white dog is making his move and is about to seize that pumpkin. Okay, just wanted to see if you were paying attention. Check out this dog and this duck fighting over who gets possession of that towel. Now, whoa, we know what you're thinking, and we're asking ourselves the same question. Is that really a duck?
Oh.
So, the lady of the house came downstairs to find her feline curled up hiding inside the dryer. Oh, sure, this may seem like a silly accident, the cat winding up in the dryer, but actually, it's the final place on the cat's list of weird places to sleep. This girl is performing the rare art of hair charming. Oh, no, you chuckle, but hair charming is dangerous. One false move could result in a nasty split end. Zip up and smile. It's the great outdoors. Well, for all you singles out there, this proves there's plenty of fish in the sea. The truth is, the guy is feeding them bread because everyone is just sick and tired of those low-carb diets, right? But I'll tell you what, if you think the fish are happy, you should see those worms. Yeah, we're thinking it's right about now this raccoon is regretting eating the Miller's entire picnic basket. But there is good news. She's gotten inside that tree trunk. Now the bad news, getting out. This couple should have checked beforehand why their cruise tickets were so cheap. Actually, this is giving a whole new meaning to the term lover's leap. Now, when you travel, you don't just need suntan lotion and sandals, but also seat belts. You know that feeling when you see a delicious candy bar in a vending machine, but you don't have any change? Well, so does this squirrel. And let this be a lesson to all you squirrels watching out there. Write down where you buried your nuts, and don't let this happen to you. Apparently it's true what they say. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Oh, this is frustrating to watch. What's horse for other end, buddy? And to anyone who's ever gonna bet on this horse to win, take your money and toss it out the car window, now. This is a big day for little Mikey Jr. His mother is gonna let him try and cross the street all by himself. Maybe tomorrow. Actually, he has to get over another hurdle first. His fear of heights. Oh boy. You're looking at the Northeast champion of cross-country falling. But they say in life, it's not how many times you fall down that matters, it's how fast you get back up. Come on already, this is cutting into my lunch break. Hello, he's getting back. All right, anyone got gum or something? I'm starving watching this kid.
Oh, that's so itchy. Dang that poison oak. Gotta remember for next time. Leaves of 3, let it be. Berries white, danger in sight. The scratching just feels like it's making things worse. Maybe I should kick some dirt on it. La-da-dee-da. Oh no, now I'm itchy and dirty. No problem, no one saw, right? Wait, that isn't a video camera I'm spying out of the corner of my eye, is it? Okay, stay cool, act like you don't see it. Just kick more dirt. Nobody really knows what badgers do anyway, right? Oh, I wish I was a ferret.
You're gonna chuckle, and we're not playing. It's game time. You're witnessing a three-way tug of war. The little ones are looking pretty irate. You might even say they're at the end of their rope. And as to who is gonna win, well, we're gonna put our money on the big dog dragging the other two across the floor like chew toys. Oh wait, the little spotted beagle has suddenly sprung to life and is taking total control of... just wanted to see if you were paying attention again. Good for you. And now, another clip from the future. Here in the year 2020, Jasper the cat is holding his own at a game of light ball. The game may look a little dull, but the best thing about light ball is that Jasper can't knock the ball under the couch. And in the year 2020, everyone will be playing light ball. Order yours today. Now, it's really critical that this dog not let the balloon touch the ground. Because you see, then he wouldn't have anything to do. Actually, he's trying to pop it, but he doesn't realize his owners have gotten him one of those trick unpoppable balloons. Joke's on them, though, because as long as he keeps chasing that thing, the longer he's avoiding a bath. Now, this is truly remarkable.
What is it?
This woman has taught her dogs how to read, but it kind of backfired. See, instead of fetching the paper, they insist on reading it over breakfast. It all started when they wanted to find out which cans in the cupboard had the good stuff in them. Still, this owner really believes in teaching her dogs the 3 GRs: greeting, writing, and arithmetic. Everyone said Laura and Barry were too young to fall in love, but that's only half true. Because clearly they weren't too young to do the falling part. Hope you're ready to laugh. Twice. It's the funniest Pets and People Rewind.
Oh, yeah. Bacon. Give me bacon. Okay, stuffed animal, cute, but...
Oh, baby, this one's got bacon.
Or maybe a ham.
Oh, yeah, that would be fine. A big, fat, stuffed animal. Guys, we gotta talk.
This clip is like a puppy eclipse. You see, because the cuteness is too intense to look at directly, so use one of those cardboard thingies, whatever they're called. Actually, the puppy is very good at compromising. On the one hand, he'd love to blow that dandelion. On the other hand, big-time pollen allergy. Wow, this dog really hates the car, huh? But the feeling seems to be mutual. You know, it's no use, little guy. Bark at the car all you want, you're still going to the vet. This guy must be posing for the picture for his motorcycle license. Actually, he's trying a new method of speed flossing. Yeah, it saves you money on floss, but you sure make it up in lip balm. Uh-oh. This is gonna definitely wind up ending with somebody needing assistance. Aha, you didn't think it was gonna be that guy, did you? No, he's letting us know that he's fine, but he's gonna keep his face off camera until it's a little less red. Hey everybody, Rob Barinko with your Toy Copter Eye in the Sky, and here's your traffic update. You're gonna want to avoid the living room. A big dog is attacking a truck and causing some real log jams. So take the breakfast nook to the TV room, make a left at the guest bathroom, and now back to Phil with sports. Boy, some people never get over their childhood. Like this woman who clearly misses her stuffed animals and wind-up toys. Dog doesn't mind. He figures it's like getting a bunch of short, fast walks around the block. This doggy has figured out how to fetch his own ball and get himself a belly scratch at the same time. Now, if he can learn to operate the can opener, his owner is history. The dog loves playing fetch with his ball so much, he goes through a couple a month. Not the balls, carpets. But seriously, if you're a dog at home and you're going, "Hey, that looks fun," it's amazing you're a dog who speaks English, so contact us right away. Hey-ho! We don't want to say that this cat has a real spring in his step, but 2 more jumps and he earns an air mile. Whoa! He is higher than the price of gas. But seriously, after this kind of workout, the cat deserves to sleep 23 hours a day.
Oh boy, the mailman is here. Yay, the mailman, yay! Bill? Jury duty?
this parrot's plan to fly south for the winter works brilliantly half the time. But seriously, it's amazing just watching Petey go around and around and around in circles. And FYI, Petey's not the bird, he's the cat on the floor watching him. Oh, this'll make you laugh. Why? Well, 'cause it's fun. Look at that squirrel stealing nuts from the cookie jar, will you? Mom is stunned and Dad is just relieved he didn't steal cookies. But hey, doesn't the squirrel know it's not polite to eat and run? Seriously, if you've got squirrels running through the doggy door and eating your food, then maybe it's time to put down the camera. I don't know, how about in front of that doggy door? It's actually quite rare when an ostrich attempts to communicate with a person. But our expert is able to interpret the taps. Hey, your registration expired in 05. And it looks like you're out of wiper fluid. This owner has figured out how to hypnotize his bunny. It's a rare and ancient technique passed down through the ages by other guys looking for ways to fill a Sunday. Wow, another hypnotized rabbit. Let me try something.
Little bunny, when I snap my fingers, you'll think you're a doggy.
Whoa. Have you ever seen anything as bizarre as this? Until now. Actually, you're seeing some very rare footage from the early days of NASA. You know NASA, NASA. That would be Nate Abramowitz's space agency. Some people think space is the final frontier, but it turns out it's the gazebo by the garden shed. This squirrel is having a grand old time stuffing his belly from that bird feeder. Then he scrambles down and heads off when it suddenly hits him. This is an all-you-can-eat bird feeder. I'm going back for more. Now, why is Pogo tearing apart that newspaper? Well, it could be that a certain doggy snuck out of the yard, hitched a ride to the dog park, got his picture in the paper, enjoying a snow cone, and now he must destroy the picture before his owner sees it, or maybe he likes to tear up things, but it's definitely one of those two. Chiquita was excited about the video dating, but this was her first time, and when you look at the bird on the TV, she thought this service only matched up giants. Now here was someone her size. Only problem, he kept ignoring her. She wasn't surprised though. With the price of dating service is bird feed, you can't expect much. You'll be laughing like a pro, 'cause you just hit the big time.
This pig is confused. He thinks he's some kind of cool cat. Actually, pigs have a long history of playing jazz. Oh yeah, baby. It started with Piggy Gillespie and Bacon Fats Waller. But if you're thinking he's showing off, what do you expect? Underneath it all, he's a ham. You dig?
And if you're curious as to whether or not your singing is any good, well, you gotta wonder when the microphone faints. Do you know a funny pet or person? Are you a funny pet or person? Well, tape your pet or yourself doing something funny and send it to Funniest Pets and People, P.O. Box 7898, Burbank, California, 91505-9998. Make sure no animals or people are harmed in the making of your video, and please include your phone number. If we use it on the show, we'll send you $100 on a Funniest Pets and People t-shirt.
Yup, I reckon it must have been about 50 years ago today that I first tasted mashed taters. And my owner said the same thing back then that he said today. Boy, you got a big appetite for a bird? Save some of them taters for me. Ah, the memories. See you next time.